They say the 2025 NBA draft class is shaping up to be one of the best of all time. But when you look at mainstream media, you would think that Cooper Flagg, which is a good player, is light years ahead of every other player in that class. But I'm seeing players like Dylan Harper. I'm seeing players like Ace Bailey. I'm seeing players like Trey Johnson. And I'm seeing some players who came back to school for their sophomore season that could potentially compete for that number one spot. Is Cooper Flagg as advertised, Rashad?
I think he's good as advertised, but I also think that with the advertisement that he receives, they tend to exclude the Trey Johnsons and the Ace Baileys. I feel like Cooper has warranted that attention. Like I've seen Cooper with my own two eyes, and the first time I seen him was he was a freshman, and I knew right then and there that the kid was special. He comes from a terrific background. His mom, Kelly, is excellent. Just the pops, like they're just excellent people. And that's what I love most about Cooper. He comes from good people. So the attention that he is getting is warranted. But what I disagree with, and this is not against Cooper, but I feel like the media finds one darling and they get all of the push, while there's 7 or 8 or 9 other kids that are just as qualified to receive that same type of attention.
What do you think Cooper Flagg's ceiling is? Because some people, his freshman year, he played in Maine. I believe he led him to a state championship. He averaged 20-some points that year. But from that point on at Montverde, I don't know. When I went to see him, it's like he didn't really have to do too much. You know, when it comes to high school basketball, if I'm coming to see you and you're supposed to be that guy, listen, my standards are high. Because when I was a kid, LeBron was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and when I went to see him play, I mean, he lived up to the billing because he led his team. He was doing this, that. He was doing everything on the floor. But Cooper went to a prep school. He didn't really have to do that much, but everybody still vouches for what he can do on the court. I mean, what's his ceiling?
I see what you – I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying, Rich. So he was on a loaded team. You want to come to the game and see the dude go for 42, 15 rebounds, 9 assists.
25 shots minimum.
Yeah. You coming in as a fan, like, I want to just see this dude put on an absolute show. Well, that wasn't going to be the case with Cooper at Montverde because, again, that was a loaded team. The starting 5 players are all high-level Division I players. You see that they're having their impact on the game right now at the college level. So there was a loaded team. But let's break down Cooper Flagg as a player because that's what you really want me to
for sure.
So when you look at Cooper Flagg, the NBA comparison that I have for him, and I put this out here 2-3 years ago, is he reminds me of Andre Kirilenko from the Utah Jazz. And what I mean by that is when you watch Andre Kirilenko play the game, he was as versatile of a player that you would see during that time. I think he would be a superstar in today's game because his ability to defend every position, his tremendous defensive awareness, shot blocking, his ability to get deflections, steals, and then offensively, it was hard to guard him because he can score out of a pick and roll. He can score out of a pick and pop. He was an excellent slasher. He was a great athlete. So his only weakness was his three-point shooting. So when you look at Cooper Flagg, that's the closest NBA comparison that I have because Cooper can score the ball. He's really worked on his three-point shot. It still needs some work, but he's added to the toe tap scoring from the second level. He can score out of the pinch post. He's a great athlete. Again, the challenging part for him offensively will be his three-point shooting. But as far as that, I think he's going to be a very